Hey, it's Montoya with Stopping the Chase. I wanted to talk to you about, I know school is getting ready to start up. So that also means that moms and dads and parents and everybody else that are a part of the village crew is about to go into overdrive mode. I know I have thoroughly enjoyed my summer, and I know that some of y'all have enjoyed my summer as well. And I shared some of the things that we've done. I went to Cape Town, South Africa, and the kids and I went to LA, and that was so much fun. It was nice not having to get up and do the hustle and bustle of school, but I'm kind of looking forward to it, and I'm kind of not. But if you are struggling with life right now, if you're feeling stuck or feeling like something is missing, or you're feeling like things just aren't how you imagine them to be right now, there are 5 areas that I would like for you to consider. 5 areas that you might want to assess and see on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being most satisfied. Where are you with those? The first one is physical self-care. I know that for me, I had to learn how to sleep. I had to learn how to go to bed because rest is important. Rest is a part of how you sleep the night before determines the quality of your life the next day. And so, physical self-care, nutrition, sleep, exercise. Are you drinking enough water? I do know that I've learned that when I have migraines, I try to troubleshoot to see where it is come from. Has it come from some unexpected anxiety that I did not anticipate? Or another one of them for me is if my blood pressure is low. I normally have low blood pressure, but if it's lower than normal, then I have a migraine, and sometimes it could be like a 2 or 3 day migraine. And my blood pressure is normally low, well, lower than it normally is when I have not been drinking enough water for my body. And so when I start to go into dehydration mode, the first thing I have learned to do is, was it anxiety related, or am I drinking enough water, to help me figure out what I need to do. Also, medication. Some people who have issues with sinus and allergies, it helps if you switch up the seasons with, so one season you might take Zyrtec and another season you might take Allegra. But knowing how your body reacts to certain medications, also if you change your diet, it's always good to go to the doctor at least once a year and get a physical, just to see where you are and where you need to be based on your age, your weight, and what your goals are in life. And this is a big one. Are you breathing? Are you breathing? Stop what you're doing and take a deep breath where you can feel the air coming through your esophagus and pulling it up through your stomach, and then let it out. I'll do it with you. When was the last time you had a deep breath like that? We are often shallow breathers because we're in a hurry. The other one, lifestyle. What structures, what routines do you have in your life? What's a priority right now? Do you do any self-care stuff? Do you have any goals? Is your work fulfilling? Do you spend time outside with nature? Do you have anything in life that you participate in that's pleasurable, not guilty or shameful pleasure? Because a lot of us participate in those and we tend to hide them. But something that you are excited to do and that you don't mind sharing with others. What routines do you have in place? What lifestyle do you see yourself living, and what steps are you taking to work towards those? Also, mental and emotional self-care. This one is huge and it's extremely important to me because I am a avid believer in personal self-growth. And the more you grow, the more you know, and the more you know, the more you grow. So, are you doing any positive self-talk? We are wonderful at talking negative to ourselves. We are wonderful at beating ourselves down. But do you practice talking positive to yourself? Do you practice having positive beliefs? We're excellent at the half empty, the cup is half empty saying or phrase. And some people say that that's just them being realistic. Absolutely. I totally get that. But it's extremely difficult to try to see the silver lining, the other perspective of the things that you get when you decide to consider that you do at least have half a glass of water versus a glass of water that's half empty. Do you know how to express your feelings? And this is kind of difficult. It's one that I still struggle with, and it's unfortunate, but text messages and email has made it a lot easier for us to express our feelings through correspondence, but actually expressing your feelings in person through face-to-face, having some FaceTime, that one can be pretty difficult. Do you have a library, a mental library of positive memories? We used to have, I know a lot of people used to have photo albums. And when you look through the photo albums, you experience these feelings and these emotions that evoke memories and take you back to a time where you remember when your grandma used to, I was telling somebody the other day about how, I used to love to wash my grandma's back, and I just thought that I was just the best at it. And if she asked anybody else to come in the bathroom and wash her back, I go straight into jealousy mode because I'm better at washing her back than anybody else was. And so seeing pictures of her just reminds me of the good memories. And having good memories can also make you feel like there's a possibility for you to create more good memories where you are right now in life. So get those pictures out your phone and put them in a photo album. You don't have to hold all of them in your head and have all of them on social media. It's okay to have some to yourself. Mental wellness counseling. So I do therapy, mental health therapy. I absolutely love it. It's my favorite thing in the world to do. But in order for me to remain accountable, in order for my clients to be able to continue to work, because in whatever work you do, your customers and your clients can only go as deep and as far as you're willing to go. So if you only offer one product, that's the only product that they can buy. But when you learn about other products and you learn about other modalities to provide a service, then you're able to help more and do more and go further, but it also forces you to grow as well. So I go to therapy. I have a therapist, and I'm always working on my mental wellness because I'm human. And you are probably one of those too. You're probably one of those humans. It helps to have somebody who does not have a emotional tie or connection to you to be able to help you weed through thoughts and behaviors that are causing you to be stuck or preventing you from living the kind of life that you really want to live. When you focus on your emotional life, it's almost like the rest of your life starts to look different. Uncomfortable in the beginning, but once you become a boss at managing your emotions, even if you become a boss at allowing yourself to experience and manage the negative emotions, you're going to be unstoppable. And that thing called peace Oh my goodness, it's going to be so delicious. You're going to have delicious peace in your life. And you'll be able to be more self-aware when people come around and they try to disturb your peace. You're like, I don't even need to address you. I don't even need to deal with you, but you will not disturb my peace. It costs way too much for me to get here. Working through grief, emotional self-care, mental wellness, not working through grief. If you ever get a chance to Google and look up the stages of grief, you will see that every loss in your life, you have gone through those stages, or probably right now you are avoiding going through some of those stages. The issue with avoiding or trying to keep yourself from going through the stages of grief is it causes you to be stuck, and it shows up in other areas of your life. And if you're not comfortable with working through those by yourself, or working through those with a friend, or somebody that you trust, therapy is another great option. What does your spiritual life look like? What does your spiritual self-care look like? I know some people don't believe in the concept of God and Jesus, and honestly, that's totally okay. I think that the purpose of spiritual self-care is to help you have a foundation in life. And if you have a foundation, guiding principles, and you have core values that are non-negotiables in your life, and then you have something to come back to when you start to get off balance. And also community. Community, when I think about community, I think about people and support, people that support you, families, friends, support groups, therapy groups, work groups, mastermind groups. I have found some of my closest, bestest, goodest friends on social media in some groups that I have common interests with. And if you get busy doing life and get busy with allowing yourself to connect with people who have some of the same core values that kind of overlap with the values that you have, it tends to increase your quality of life, because there's somebody looking for you, there's somebody checking for you, there's somebody who's going to miss that they haven't seen or heard from you in a couple of days. There's going to be somebody that's going to say, hey, let's go for a ride, or meet me out somewhere. And hopefully you'll get to the point to where, if you're not already doing that, that you do that for somebody else. So having a community and a sense of support is extremely important in you not just surviving in life, but thriving in life. So these are 5 areas of therapeutic self-care, and they're physical self-care, lifestyle, mental and emotional self-care, spiritual self-care, and also people or support or having a community. And I like to say that I know people say that they're working on getting balance, or they have balance, or their life is off balance. I prefer not to consider that term. I prefer to think about priorities. And sometimes our priorities, based on where we are in life and what we have going on in life, can kind of get mixed up. If you are experiencing a financial loss in some way or another, then you can't save. And so stressing yourself out about feeling like you need to save, you can't, because you are in a bit of a financial crisis mode. So stressing yourself out with saying, I still need to put this amount of money in my savings account. Stop. Restructure your priorities. Have a timeline for when you plan to get back on being able to save. Forgive yourself for being one of those humans and messing up like the rest of us do. Regroup and move on. As opposed to beating yourself up about not being able to be this superhero in your mind that you feel like you should be. So hopefully this can help you start to get your life and not survive, but thrive. And also hopefully can help you stop chasing the things that are not beneficial to you, the things that are not important to you, and also enjoy life. You only have one of them. and it's already short enough. So live it a little bit. Happy Wednesday. See you guys later.